I'm Tony, and if you found your way here, I'm going to guess one of two things is true. You love to travel, or you've been thinking about a trip for way too long and you just need someone to finally help you make it happen. Either way, you're exactly where you need to be. This is Tony Talks Travel, and before we get into destinations and cruise news and all the good stuff, I just want to sit with you for a minute. No pitch, just a real conversation about who I am, where this passion came from, and why I believe travel is one of the most powerful things a human being can do. Because for me, travel has never just been something I do. It's who I am. I was 4 years old the first time I stepped on a plane, and I still carry that moment with me. Not the details, but the feeling, the rumble beneath my feet as the engines came alive, the way my stomach lifted when the wheels left the ground, and then the world outside that tiny oval window just opened up. Everything I knew looked smaller and somehow impossibly bigger at the same time. I didn't have the language for it yet, but something in that little 4-year-old boy already understood. This is going to matter. This is going to be a big part of your story. That feeling never left. It just kept growing. My parents made sure of that. Growing up, travel wasn't a luxury in our home. It was a language. My brother and I got dragged across Europe and through road trips all over the United States, and every single trip was a lesson. We learned that people who look nothing like us love their families the exact same way. That a bowl of pasta in a small Italian village can tell you more about history than a textbook ever could. And that the moments when you're a little lost, a little outside your comfort zone, a little unsure of what comes next, those are almost always the moments you remember forever. By the time I hit my teenage years, there was no turning back. The curiosity had taken over completely. I was always thinking about the next place, always asking what it actually feels like to stand somewhere new. Who are the people there? What are their lives like? What would I learn about myself just by showing up? That question never got old. It still doesn't. And then life showed up, the way it always does. Career, family, real responsibilities that don't care about your passport or your dreams. There were years where I wasn't traveling much, more years than I'd like to admit. Years where I was deep in it, heads down, navigating some heavy stuff. The kind of seasons that don't leave a lot of room for adventure, but that bug never left. Not once. It just went quiet and waited, patient as anything. Sitting in the back of everything I was doing, reminding me every so often that the world was still out there and I wasn't finished with. It knew something I was too busy to remember. That travel is not something I chose, it chose me. At 4 years old, standing in an airport with no idea how far this thing would take me. Now I want to take you somewhere. Let's start with Venice, because there is no other city on this planet like it, and I am not even a little bit objective about that. My dad's family is Venetian. I have been to Venice over 11 times. And one night in Venice, I walked out of the hotel with no idea where I was going, no plan, no map, no destination, just me and whatever Venice wanted to show me. And what she showed me was something I will never forget. The tourists were gone, all of them. The streets that during the day feel like a beautiful, chaotic parade were suddenly silent. The canals at night, that slow, easy drift of dark water against ancient stone, barely making a sound. The silence that settles over the city after dark doesn't just surround you. It wraps itself around you like something warm and old and unhurried. You cannot get that from a travel blog or a highlight reel. You have to go and stand in it yourself. Venice at night is not spooky. It is not lonely. It is the opposite of lonely. It feels like the city has finally exhaled, like it has been waiting all day for the crowds to clear just so it could show you who it really is. And when a city that ancient finally gets to be itself, you feel the weight and the beauty of it all the way down. I arrived one version of myself and left as something slightly more, something the city rearranged without asking. Quietly, confidently, the way only the truly great places do, and that right there is how you know you've been somewhere real. Now let me take you somewhere completely different, Ghana in West Africa. If Venice is a whisper, Ghana is a drumbeat. And from the moment your feet hit the ground in Accra, something in the air reaches out and grabs you by the collar. There is a word people use for places like this, vibrant. And yes, that works. What Ghana actually is awake. Fully, unapologetically, gloriously awake. The kind of organized chaos that makes you realize you have been sleepwalking through parts of your own life without even knowing it. The music follows you like it knows your name. And the people, the coastline, the energy of West Africa, it all wraps itself around something deep in your chest and quietly decides it is not leaving. You came as a visitor and left as someone slightly changed. That is the Ghana effect. And once you feel it, you will spend the rest of your life trying to get back there. Okay, this next one, most people walk right past it and have no idea what they're missing. Canada raised me. And Canada has been quietly one of the most spectacular places on this planet for a very long time, patiently waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. Forget the postcards, forget the stereotypes. I want to tell you about the Canada I grew up in. Picture yourself on a boat in the coastal inlets of British Columbia. At first light, the water is so impossibly still that the mountains above you cast a perfect mirror image below. Two worlds, one reaching for the sky and one reaching into the deep. And you sitting right in the middle of it, wondering how something this beautiful has been this quiet about itself. Or standing at the edge of the West Coast Trail on Vancouver Island, where old-growth rainforest, thousands of years old, meets the raw, untamed Pacific Ocean. It challenges your body and then rewards your soul in equal measure. The Earth here is not background scenery, it is the main character. And then there are the Rockies, Banff, Jasper, the Icefields Parkway, one of the most breathtaking drives on this planet, where the peaks rise on every side of you and glaciers stretch out across the landscape like they own the place. Standing there, you don't feel insignificant, you feel exactly the right size. Small enough to be humbled, present enough to be grateful. Canada didn't just raise me, it taught me the most important lesson travel has ever given me. That sometimes the greatest destination you will ever find has no city lights, no crowd, no itinerary. Just you, the open land, and all that extraordinary silence telling you everything you actually need to hear. Every place I have ever been has changed something in me, stacked another layer onto how I see this world and the people in it. And that transformation, that shift that happens when you truly experience a new place, that is what I want for you. But too many people never get there. Not because they don't want to, because the system makes it harder than it needs to be. They overpay for trips that underdeliver. They spend hours down a rabbit hole of conflicting reviews and comparison sites and still walk away more confused than when they started. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You open one tab to find a hotel in Rome, and 90 minutes later, you have 14 tabs open, a headache, and absolutely nothing booked. That is not planning. That is anxiety with a search history. And you deserve so much better than that. Tony Talks Travel exists to fix that. I am the friend you call before you book a single thing, the one who has actually stood in those streets. Who knows which neighborhoods live up to the hype and which ones are selling you a filtered version of the truth? Who can cut through the noise in about 10 minutes and point you directly at what you are actually looking for? I am a certified travel advisor affiliated with Fora Travel, one of the most respected host agencies in the game. That means I bring supplier relationships, preferred rates, and access to benefits most people booking on their own will never even know exist. But what I bring beyond the logistics is something you cannot get from any booking platform. Genuine care about where you land and how you feel when you get there. Here is what I do first. I listen, you tell me who you are, where your head is, and what this trip means to you. Then we build from there. Are you chasing stillness or adventure? A beach that asks nothing of you, or a city that asks everything? A honeymoon, a family milestone, a solo reset, or something in between? Whatever the answer is, that is the right answer. My entire job is to build around it. From there, I curate options that actually fit, handle every detail of the booking, and stay with you from the first conversation the moment you land back home. And when you do come home, I want to hear the stories, every single one, because your experience is what makes me better for the next traveler who trusts me with their trip. Tony Talks Travel is not just an advisory site, it is a content world built entirely around helping you travel smarter, better, and with a whole lot more confidence. Every week, I will post destination guides, travel news, honest reviews, and tips you can actually use across Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Not padded out, not performative, just real, useful, and straight to the point. If I have been somewhere, I am going to tell you what it was actually like, the full picture, because glossy highlight reels are easy to find. Europe will run deep in my content, Italy especially, and Venice above all. I will also be posting extensively about luxury travel and cruising, and for good reason. A well-planned cruise right now is one of the best deals in travel. One price, multiple destinations, and the kind of memories that people are still talking about 10 years later. If cruising is on your radar and you do not know where to start, you just found your person. Everything I post will have one goal. I want you to watch, read, or listen, and immediately think, okay, I needed that. Now, before you close this out, a few things I need you to hear. Book with a travel advisor. The right one costs you nothing extra and gives you access, relationships, and real backup that no algorithm or booking engine will ever replicate. Get the travel insurance. Every time, no exceptions. One unexpected situation abroad can unravel months of planning and thousands of dollars in a single afternoon. Insurance is not an optional add-on. It is the foundation that everything else sits on. Give yourself more time than you think you need. Leave early. Build space into your itinerary. Some of the best moments I have ever had while traveling happened in the gaps, the unplanned hour, the wrong turn that became the right one. Overpacking your itinerary does not make the trip richer. It just makes it faster. And fast is not why you traveled this far. And the last thing, the most important thing I will say in this entire video, start. Whatever version of travel is available to you right now, start there. A weekend road trip, a short flight, a destination you have been putting off for 3 years. It does not need to be perfect. It does not need to be far. It does not need to wait. It just needs to begin, because the first step is always the one that changes everything. I am Tony. This is Tony Talks Travel. And wherever you are headed next, I want to help you get there right. So now you know, a 4-year-old on a plane who felt something shift the moment the ground disappeared beneath him and never once stopped chasing that feeling. Someone shaped by the wild coastlines of British Columbia, humbled by the scale of the Rockies, and quietly transformed by a nighttime walk through Venice with his little brother by his side. Someone who took everything this world gave him and built something designed to pass it forward. That is who I am, and this is what Tony Talks Travel is built to do. If you are ready to stop thinking about your next trip and actually start planning it, come find me at tonytalkstravel.com. Let's talk about where you want to go. I will handle the rest and make sure what you experience on the other side is completely worth it. Follow me at Tony Talks Travel on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Every week I will be posting content designed to educate, inspire, and give you something genuinely useful, whether you are deep in the planning stage or just starting to dream. If this video connected with you, share it. Send it to the person in your life who has been talking about a trip for 2 years and still has not booked it. Sometimes people just need to hear the right voice at the right moment. Be that person for them. I am Tony. This is Tony Talks Travel. Follow and subscribe if you want more of this, and it would mean the world to have you along for the ride. Here is the thing about this world. It has an open door policy, always has. The only problem is most people never knock. It's time to knock. Ciao for now.
Have you ever been to Rome? You wanna go to Ghana with me? Have you ever been to Venice? Now I'm rebuilding my destiny. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com. You'll find everything you need. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com. Let me take you somewhere you have never been. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com. Your next adventure starts right here. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com. We'll plan it all and make it crystal clear. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com. Just tell me where you wanna go. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com. I handle everything from high to low. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com. Let me take you somewhere you have never been. Go to TonyTalksTravel.com.